Hello class. So today we are going to discuss about solutions to quadratic equations. So last time we have learned how to solve quadratic equations by using the quadratic formula. Okay, so let us review. If we have a quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So how are we going to solve this quadratic equation using quadratic formula? So we have x is equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So this is the quadratic formula. Okay, so how will you know if how many solutions does a quadratic equation have? So we know that a quadratic equation has at most a quadratic equation has at most two solutions. So what does it mean? Has at most two solutions. So a quadratic equation can have two solutions or one solution or no solution. Okay, so we have this three, no? We have two solutions or one solution or no solution at all. Okay, so how are we going to know how many solutions does a quadratic equation have? So, okay, let's go back to the quadratic formula. So, as you notice, we have this radical here in the quadratic formula. Okay, so this is called the discriminant. Okay, okay, discriminant. Okay, so by just looking at the discriminant, okay, the radicand of the discriminant, we can identify how many solutions does a quadratic equation. So in a quadratic equation, so for a quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, so I have here if this number b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, then the equation has two solutions. Okay, so if this number here in the radical, so if this radicand is greater than 0, then you have two solutions. If b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, then the equation has one solution. Okay, so if it's greater than 0, two solutions, equal to 0, one solution. And if b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, if it's negative, then the equation has no solution. Okay, So there is no solution if b squared minus 4ac is less than 0. Okay, so we have here, if b squared minus 4ac is positive, then we have two solutions, 0, one solution, negative, no solutions. Okay, let's have an example. Determine how many solutions does the following equations have. Okay, we have number 1, x squared plus 5x is equal to 21. So first, we're going to transform this into standard form. So the standard form is x squared plus 5x minus 21 is equal to 0. Okay, then identify what are the coefficients. So here we have a is equal to 1, b is equal to 5, and c is equal to negative 21. Okay, then let's check b squared minus 4ac. Okay, b squared minus 4ac. So this is equal to, what is b squared? We have 5 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 21. So this is 25. Okay, negative times negative is positive. 4 times 21 is 84. Okay, 25 plus 84 is 109. Is this greater than 0? Is this positive? Yes, this is greater than 0. Therefore, the equation has two solutions. Okay, let's proceed to number 2. Okay, so for number 2, we are going to identify the coefficients since this is already in standard form. So what is A? A is 1, B is negative 6, and C is equal to 9, positive 9. Okay, now we'll check b squared minus 4ac. Okay, so b is negative 6 squared minus 4 times 1 times c is 9. Okay, so this is 36. Negative 6 squared is 36 minus 4. 4 times 9 is also 36. So what is 36 minus 36? That is 0. So what does it mean if 0? So therefore there is one solution. Okay, let's proceed to number 3. So what is A? A is 1, B, we have negative 1, and C is positive 1. Okay, so let's take a look at b squared minus 4ac. So b is negative 1 squared minus 4 times 1 times 1. So we have 1 minus 4 times 1 times 1 is 4. What is 1 minus 4? That is negative 3. Okay, negative 3 is negative. So what does it mean? Okay, so the equation has no solution. So it's time for you to have an activity. So kindly put this on your activity notebook. So determine how many solutions does the following equations have. So we have 5 items. So you're going to identify how many solutions. Just put it in your activity notebook, and again, we'll check this when I come home. Goodbye.